Tonight we gonna finish what we started. You know that I'm feeling such a fart, like I farted. ah. It's the case of the GULO idol, baby! Woo! Are you ready? Cause fuck! I'm not! Oh shit. I clicked through this yesterday right after it ended just to see what the scene looked like, and I just exposed myself. Sorry. Let's get clue finding! Got a horse-drawn carriage. What's in here? Fucking book. Billy Cracker? Billy Cracker? Am I allowed to say that? Sorry if anyone was offended. Henchman for hire in Timberbrook region. Billy Cracker, Oakwood Gang. Brawler, Robber. Oakwood Gang. Hardy Abe. Got Billy Cracker. Got Hardy Abe. Come on, fucker. There it is. Burkham Workhouse. Brawler has a cart. Little Billy. So, Billy Cracker and Little Billy are two different people. Why you gotta fuck me up like that? Little Billy and Billy Cracker. So how am I gonna organize these things? I'll do this. Little Billy Cracker. Hobbs Gang. Burglar enters through chimneys. Jack Nails. Timberbrook Inn. Burglar picklock. There's also a box of confectionery. There's also a bunch of hats, interestingly enough. Do any of these hats look similar to the one we saw in that cutscene? Maybe this one a little bit. I remember it had a red ribbon on it. I almost just said red rainbow. The actual fuck. Okay, I think that's the only thing here that I need to look at is this. Nothing about the horse. B, if you're watching this, I know you're getting a little bit, jazzed up in your pants about this horse here. Ashes, you too. I know you guys usually don't like puzzle games like this, but if you like horses, check this one out. You know what I mean? Alright, so what the fuck is going on in here? I'm also just curious as to what to think. Oh my god! Oh my god. There's so much shit in this one. Blank needed a blank. Blank along with accomplices delivered a blank. Upon entering blank suddenly blank. Meanwhile blank the amount of blank in a sealed blank. When blank and blank enter the room, blank blanked and killed them both. There's probably there's an explosion. I knew that. Fuck is happening here? Uh-oh. A scarecrow in a wooden coffin? What happened to this guy? Oh, David Gorin's fucking... He's hit, guys! What happened to him? The man is breathing but appears to have lost consciousness. Love that art of his face here. The little blood on him. This is from Edmund Cloudsley, the guy with the glasses from the last scene. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note that I do not want it too decayed. The more recently it has died, the better. So he needs something that's alive. I thought he was initially talking about the golden idol. But he wants something even more than that. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. And be quick before they bury him. I do not want to dig up that stiff. He's saying it. He can't be talking about a person here, right? He's got a key. He's got a loaded pistol, which gave me the word shot. He's got some money on him, which has never been necessary to really care about. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. Is this the cart to move the corpse? I don't know. We're about a third of the clues here. Ah, by the gods, what was that? Don't we know this lady from the last scene? Isn't this Lucia? She looks very familiar. Let me just check. Oops, wrong one. I'm pretty sure this is Lucia, the woman who's here, right? Yeah, that's her. That was her name, right? It is Lucia Smith. So there's no way anyone's name would ever be Lucia Smith. But whatever. Okay, she's got some sort of news article. Gentleman robber strikes in Westbrook. The infamous gentleman robber Walter Keene with a number of unnamed associates. You know what? I need to lock the fuck in! It's time for Detective GULO. The rest of this shit, I'm putting on my detective fucking... I'm a fucking detective puzzle solving god. And I gotta start acting like it. The infamous gentleman robber Walter Keene with a number of unnamed associates held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. Walter Keene. The infamous gentleman robber. Gentleman robber? Walter Keene with a number of unnamed associates held up a coach on the southern road leading out of Westbrook. The scoundrel robbed passengers of all their valuables, kissed a young lady, then left. This is already the 5th robbery by the infamous gentleman who, as is his custom, appeared wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. The reward for catching Walter Keene has been increased to £100. Is this Walter Keene right here? This is literally fucking him. He's got a sword. He's also got a ruby ring. Got some confectionery. I feel like it's pretty clear that this is Walter Keene, right? I mean, that's the piece of evidence that I have is homie with a hat. He's got a gun. He's kissing the lady on a hand. I feel like this is him. Looks almost exactly like him. I don't know who else it could be. He's got like this interesting looking hat going as well. This blew his hat off. Is this the same hat from the cutscene? This could be. Could be. Doesn't look the exact same. What did it say about his hat? Wearing an impeccable suit and a new hat in the latest city style. So maybe that was him in the cutscene, but we'll see. Everyone, you are not to visit any village or city without my permission. At no point may you disclose the location of the cabin. So this is Edmund Cloudsley's arrangement, whatever this cabin is. Mr. David Gorn, you are in charge of all security and arms. Mrs. Lucia Smith, you will taste any food you cook before it is presented to me. So homie got a little bit scared, and now he's got everyone under his watch. Little Pip, you are in charge. Oh, so we got Little Pip and Little fucking Billy. You are in charge of Black Bestia and Golden Doubloon. Both must be fed daily. So we have Golden Doubloon and Black Bestia. dogs probably, and then we have Edmund Cloudsley, who we already know who this guy is. Okay, so there are some names that we can already put together. We already have Lucia Smith. We already know her. Okay, we already know who David Gorin is. We're chill with that. And we know that this guy is Walter Keane. So finding people in this one doesn't seem to be too difficult. Okay. This is interesting. Little Pip? Go, coin, go. Oh, coin. So this is probably... This dog is golden doubloon because Little Pip is calling him coin. So this is golden doubloon. So we got to name the dogs too. He said go coin. It's got to be golden doubloon. Okay, what else do we need to see here? Any other pieces of information? Love that art of that dog. So cool. I do wish that the music in this game was a little better. It's a little repetitive. I thought it would be cool. Like, I'm thinking of the music in The Return of the Obra Dinn. This shit was so fucking cool. Alright, so what the fuck is happening in this room? Clearly an explosion. I like how there's that little animation at the start of the scene, like... them, like, bopping out. Okay, something's going on with this door here. The door is blasted the fuck open. Probably by this homie. Something exploded here. A rotten apple and a green apple. I don't know how much that's gonna play. Oh shit. Okay, so we got the golden idol here. Does it have the same sigil as the last scene? A small weight is tied to a pulled down lever at the back of the idol. Huh. Was this attached to something that made something explode? It's very possible. Oh my god! Edmund fucking Cloudsley is hiding in a fucking chest. Look at this motherfucker. God, this is like the best image of the game to me thus far. Like him in his like red suit with the EC on it. He's such a fucking fiend. He's also got a book with his sigil on it, EC. Oh! So these are the little symbols that are on the back of the golden idol. So now we get to figure out what this means. Vacuum version 1. Shepherd's hook and an O. This simply did not work. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and the vessel disappeared. Upon further consideration, it was an obvious mistake. Vacuum version 2. Shepherd's hook, double fucking pumper. Attempted this with the input, and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Okay. Gold filtering. The target must contain some gold for this to work. Seawater is a suitable target, for example. However, a great deal of seawater would be required for this to yield any significant amount. Perhaps I should try it on a ship in the open sea. First step, get gold by aiming at the target. Second step, aim at an empty vessel to retrieve it. Huh. Okay, so it sucks all the gold into the idol, and then when you aim it at an empty vessel, you get gold out of it. Okay, what's this one? Ooh, okay. Unknown effect 14. If the implications of this are what I surmise, this could be tremendous discovery. The next step is to progress from fruit to some more advanced organic matter. I must ask David to fetch me a dead body for further experiments. This is vitally urgent. So, it looked like he performed this on the apples. One of them was rotten. They were probably both rotten. And he probably made the green apple not rotten. So, the golden idol has some sort of regenerative properties as well. Okay, that's interesting. Spontaneous combustion. These were the sigils, the shepherd's hook, the O, and the little hook that killed one of the pair twins in the earlier thing. You cannot combust the target if you have not performed the freezing beforehand. Interesting, the speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed the shepherd's hook before it. Observation. Freezing the target rapidly can create curious side effects. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and glass shards flew everywhere. Safety notice. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for shepherd's hook input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform the dot shepherd's hook input, and it will turn red afterwards. What does the shepherd's hook mean? Do they all have that in it? Yeah. So freezing has a little dot. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If its eye is red, it is ready for blank input, and it will return to blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform blank input, and it will turn red afterwards. So, if the eye is blue, you can only perform blank input. Okay, so these shepherd's hook inputs are like the starting inputs. They're like how to start the spell, I guess. That's what I'm getting from it, because they all start with the little shepherd's hook. Vacuum. After I aimed at the sealed vessel and activated the idol, both air and the vessel disappeared. Attempted with this input and was definite improvement and decreased the amount of air. Okay, I'm gonna pause on all of that information before trying to put it all together and just get the last two clues here. There's a shard of a vase. So this vase exploded, and who are these two motherfuckers? Homie has like a little cross tattoo, double nail tattoo on his hand. This motherfucker had a club. Homie is hiding here. Oh, he's got a lot of shit on him. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday in the Timberbrook Inn, and bring all of your tools. You get your share as we agreed. WK, Walter Keane. So Walter Keane is trying to steal some shit here, and he sends his two cronies in to help. That's what it seems like. Okay, so why is it giving me the option to do both? Ah. So now I have to decipher the glyphs. I also have to figure out who these motherfuckers are. I don't have any opportunity to figure out their names, I don't think. Oh, I do. Their names are here. So, Billy Cracker, So, one of the guys enters through chimneys. Was there any chimney that was entered through here? Doesn't seem like it. Who has lockpicks? A set of lockpicks. So, homie in the air in the blue has lockpicks on him. So, that means he's Jack Nails. So, this guy in the air in the blue, I believe, is Jack Nails. We already know that this is Edmund Cloudsley from the past. We already know that this is Little Pip. So the only question is, who's the guy with the club? Brawler has a cart. It's probably Hardy Abe because they have the Burkham Workhouse cart. Otherwise, how would anyone else get in there? I think it's Hardy Abe. So let's do this guy is Hardy Abe. I think we got them all. Yeah. So we got the people. That cleared up a lot of these clues. So we don't need Billy Cracker and Black Bestia. I don't know what Black Bestia is at this point. So we got to figure out what these things mean. My process for this is like figure out what the shit means and then piece it together. So what spell is he trying to do here with this small little weight tied to the back of the idol? A shepherd's hook and the double square, which from his spell book is a vacuum. But is it the shepherd's hook with a dot? It's not with a dot. I'm just curious. In this one, what were the glyphs on the back of the idol? It didn't have a dot. So is the dot only when it's pulled down? Or is the dot at the top? So I'm confused about that. So this one is blue for what reason? So he has the spontaneous combustion spell up, and it's blue. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed blank before it. Freezing the target rapidly can create a curious side effect. For instance, I should be careful when freezing water in a sealed bottle. It exploded and glass shards flew everywhere. Upon pulling the trigger, if the glyph input is meaningful, the idol will perform the intended action on the target it can see. If the eye is red, it is ready for the blank input, and it will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform blank input, and it will turn red afterwards. So this just performed a red input. And the thing was pulled down. I haven't seen a glyph with a dot on it yet. So this just performed the vacuum seal one. But it has the dot on it. I'm having trouble figuring out what the dot means. Attempted with this input and it was a definite improvement. It decreased the amount of air, but curiously still not. Are the things just increase and decrease? Aha. So I think that this is increase and decrease. So it looks like the shepherd's hook without the dot is increase. And the shepherd's hook with the dot is decrease. right? Because in this situation, it's increase. Implications of this are what I summarize. It's like increase matter, increase organic matter, or some shit like that. And then for the gold one, it's like decrease gold from the water, increase the gold on the outside. So decrease gold. I think that means that this little fucking thing here is gold. So then this is, if the eye is red, it's ready for the increase input and will turn blue afterwards. If the eye is blue, you can only perform a decrease input and it will turn red afterwards. So then spontaneous combustion, increase, freezing the target rapidly, freezing water sealed in a bottle exploded. So there's two glyphs here. I don't know what the two could mean. Heat. Heat is one of them. Increase blank heat. Is that little O on the other ones as well? Yeah. Increase organic. Is it organic? We have water, matter, matter. Increase matter heat. This is probably increase matter. Could it be? I'm trying to figure out what the O is. This one is increase, decrease air. This is okay. So then, okay, I get it. Fuck. This simply did not work. After I aimed this at the sealed vessel, I activated the idol. Both the air and the vessel disappeared. So this is decrease matter. It decreases all the matter, the air and the vessel. This is decrease something. Only the vase, maybe. Decrease the vase. Is the vase on the back of this? Yeah, this might be vase. So this glyph means matter. The O definitely means matter. And this shit here means heat, because that's when the spontaneous combustion happens. The only thing left here is this thing, which I think means vase. Let me double check. It would be weird to have all of these things like increase, decrease, gold, matter, and then one of them just be vase. But that glyph is not seen anywhere else. So this glyph is not something that I'm looking at right now. But this is increase matter apple, probably. That's probably apple. And this one is like decrease matter, decrease vase. Which makes sense because it kind of looks like a vase. And I don't see that glyph anywhere else. So let me go for it and say this shit means vase. Ah, one of them is wrong. Two or fewer. Could it be air instead? Okay. So let me see this. So this decrease matter, decrease air. Decrease the amount of air. Duh. Okay, so now we can figure out what's happening in this vase shard here that fucking exploded. He's saying increase air. So the air is just fucking exploding. So increase air in the vase. So it's doing the opposite of vacuum sealing it. It's fucking exploding outwards. And he has a weight that's tied to the back of it, so that in the case that maybe it falls, something happens. Okay. So now we need to figure out some motives. We need to tie some shit together. Let's go for it. Blank blank needed a blank. Blank blank along with accomplices delivered a blank. Upon entering blank blank suddenly blank blank blank. Meanwhile blank 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 the amount of blank. Okay. Meanwhile, I think when blank blank and blank blank entered the room, the blank blank and killed them both. I mean, the vase exploded and killed them both. We know that. Jack Nails and Hardy Abe are probably dead. He got hit in the head with something. Possibly the butt of the gun. What did he get hit in the head with? And why is there a corpse of a scarecrow in here? There's a coffin with a corpse. Let's reread some of these clues. There's henchmen for hire. There's this thing full of hats. Because homie loves different hats. Maybe that's all it is. We got the Walter Keane here. What more information do I have? Edmund Cloudsley is hiding out in this shit. I have really minimal information to piece stuff together. I finally have the location of my target. Meet us on November 10th, Friday in the Timberbrook Inn and bring all of your tools. Edmund Cloudsley needed a... Does someone need a corpse? I don't know. I don't know. Upon entering blank blank suddenly blank blank blank. I would assume that this guy got clubbed. So upon enter, and how did this door was opened for them, I guess, and then the next door was broken open. So she says, "Ah, by the gods, what was that?" Yeah. He's saying, "Ah." She says, "Go, coin, go." He's dead. He's dead. He's hiding. So, I think we gotta say, upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Gorin. I think that happened. Meanwhile, blank blank Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley decreased the amount of air in a sealed vase. Then, when Hardy Abe and Jack Nails entered the room, the vase exploded, killing them. So he sucked the air in so that he can explode it out. Now, I think I have all of this right. Hardy Abe clubbed David Gorin upon walking in. That's the only thing that could give him a fucking head wound like that and make him unconscious. There's no other weapon here. Like, maybe you can say the butt of the gun. He doesn't have any, like, clubbing weapons. So I feel like Hardy Abe had to have clubbed him. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley was in here, and he's like, hold up, let me fucking decrease the amount of air in this sealed vase. So that I can then explode it afterwards. When Hardy Abe and Jack Nails entered the room, the vase exploded, killing them both. He did that in the sealed vase for sure, right? Like, attempted with this input and definitely decreased the amount of air, but curiously still did not create a complete vacuum in the sealed vessel. Increase, decrease. What is this on the ground? Is this just like wood shards? I wonder if they broke through the door and then this weight dropped. Yeah, it's possible. It's very possible. Okay, now I need to figure out the beginning. Blank blank needed a blank. Blank blank along with accomplices delivered a blank. Why is there a scarecrow corpse here? Why are they, I feel like Edmund Cloudsley's trying to, like, fake his own death. A scarecrow in a wooden coffin. I do not care what means you use to acquire what I need, but remember to be discreet as always. Note, I do not want it too decayed. Ah, the more recently has died, the better. He needs a corpse. One of the old workhouse geezers croaked yesterday. I will arrange for a cart to move the corpse if you send me directions. So, Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. So blank blank along with accomplices delivered a coffin. So maybe David Gorin along with accomplices? Like Pip and Lucia Smith? Ah, fuck. Something's wrong. Edmund Cloudsley needs a corpse. That's for sure. So someone along with accomplices delivered Did they deliver it? Is this an accident? Did he deliver it? Walter Keane along with accomplices? Oh, shit. Yep. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse. Walter Keane along with accomplices delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Gorin. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley... Is this just increased? Whoa. Increase the amount of air in a sealed corpse. Whoa! Also, I love seeing Edmund Cloudsley without his wig. Look at his bald fucking ass. To gain entrance to Edmund Cloudsley's secret forest cabin, Gentleman robber Walter Keene pretended to deliver a corpse to Edmund for his experiments. Oh, he wants the corpse to see if he can regenerate it using the golden idol. Upon entering the cabin, the robbers ambushed the servants, and Edmund locked himself in his study. While the robbers were sawing through the lock, that's why there's sawdust, Edmund prepared a trap with the idol that killed 2 of the intruders. Damn. Damn. I want to explore the scene a little bit more, real quick. Okay, so I need to read what's in his pocket again. He wants a corpse to see if he can regenerate it. So he comes in with a fake corpse. They saw through the lock. And as they're sawing through the lock, he's holding down the increase air thing. Didn't he say the longer he held it? Also, I guess he is bald here. Kind of looked like he had hair on the sides. I guess that makes sense. I don't know why I didn't realize that he didn't have hair here. He said like the longer he held it down, freezing the target rapidly can create serious side effects. Interesting. The speed at which heat is increased appears to be influenced by how strongly I press the trigger and how long I have performed blank before it. Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. That's interesting. Aha. Very good. Okay. Shit, we got it. That wasn't that bad. Oh, we got a cutscene. Oh, it's David Gorin. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? I managed to fend the rest of them off. But my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him. And soon afterwards, he died, bless his soul. But that's not true. He didn't die. He was in the chest. Why would he want to fake his own death? Weird. Interesting. What the actual fuck is gonna happen here? Oh my god. I think we need to review. Okay, the golden idol gets to do all this cool shit with sigils and stuff. That's why people want it so bad. Okay. Chapter 3, The Ascent, The Strange Practices of a Secretive Society. Whoa. Okay, we got footsteps going this way. We got footsteps, we got footsteps, we got this. Oh my god, who the fuck is this guy? I was just looking around at footsteps and I found a dude in a bush. What? Oh, damn, there's a lot of shit with this one. Oh, and it's so much harder. Fuck! Oh. Guys, I don't know if I have it in me to go any longer this episode. I have not had that great of a day, let me be honest. You ever have those days where you like honestly, right before I recorded this today, I was laying down on my couch and I kind of think I had a mini like depressive episode. I just did not want to get up. You ever have that feeling where you kind of just feel frozen? I couldn't even say Amazon Echo. I don't want to say the actual name that I use for it because it's gonna go off right now. Play some Christmas music. I couldn't even say that. I think my mind is kind of just melted today, so I don't know if I can do another one at this point. But I think a shorter episode is okay. we'll do the next case next time. Don't even fucking worry about it. I'm really enjoying this game though. And it's like, it's kind of chill to just like work through a puzzle like that. These puzzles don't feel super unapproachable or like so hard to the point where I like want to fucking die. Like sometimes with Professor Layton, I hit a puzzle and I'm like, fuck, I don't even know where to start. Like these, I feel like I'm following for the most part. Like it's difficult and it's like hitting a difficulty level that's really nice for me, but it doesn't feel like I can't fucking do it. So I'm enjoying it so far, but I think my playthrough might take longer than I expected because I looked up how many chapters there are and I think there are 12 and I'm on 3 right now or 4. What am I on? I'm on only 3. Ooh, I'm a little fucking slow, guys. I'm sorry. But we'll get through it. We'll take some time in this bitch. Hopefully you're liking it. Hopefully you're enjoying the case of the GULO idol. So, if you like me, say David Gorin in the comments. Do you like me? Say David Gorin in the comments.